What it is, what's poppin'? It's your boy Dino coming in with a brand new video for you, brought to you by the Kicks and Streams channel on YouTube. Doing something a little bit different today. Instead of gameplay footage with me in a little box, I'm gonna periodically do some videos where I bring you up on upcoming releases, sneaker news, and try to give you some insight on investments that you might want to jump in before it's too late, and then also highlight a shoe for the week or whatnot for when I'm doing a video. So this video is the inaugural one. You know, it's the first one doing it this way. We already started doing gameplay for Tekken 8, me, my boy Sherrod, and my boy Jay the Grape. If you go down, you'll see more of the videos. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So I wanted to start off this episode with, I hope you're doing okay. Whoever you are watching this, you know, if you're a sneakerhead or a gamer or both, you know, I hope you're doing good, and I hope nothing but the best happens for you in life. That being said, let's get started. So some upcoming shoes is dropping this month, in the month of March. We got March 6th, we got the Coco Wow Sand Drifts on the sneaker app. On March 7th, we got some Fruity Pebbles, LeBron's dropping. We got the Chuck Taylor Stussy 70s dropping. Woman's Black and Blue Gaze. Those are the Zoom Vomero 5s, the Attack Social Status Summit Whites. Kind of clean shoe. We got the High Top Chuck Stussies, the Blues, Sky Blues. They're the Chuck 70s. This is actually a sneaker that my wife is most likely gonna go try to grab, the white and gold Jordan 4s. Those are women's shoes, but you know, some of the small-footed men out here gonna try to squeeze their foot in them. And I ain't even mad at you. If my foot was small like that and I could find a pair, I'd probably hop in there too. So no shade on that, my small-footed guys out there. It's all good. Long as you put that on, it don't matter. But they drop on the 9th of March. So we're gonna try to get a bid in on those. On the 9th, we got the Summit White and Phantom Air Max 186. We got the Lunar Rome Dark Smoke Grays dropping on the 15th. And then we have in little kid sizes, big kid sizes, and adult sizes, the Green Glow Jordan 3s. Those are, they're not necessarily my cup of tea, but teacher's own. As long as you put that on, it's all good. Those drop on the 16th collectively. Oh, and then they also have toddler sizes. So those are the upcoming drops in the sneaker apps. If you feel like copping any of those, you can either go online to sneakers.com or nike.com and go to the upcoming drops and new releases, or you can get the sneaker app on your phone and go to the upcoming tab, and you will find all these shoes and apparel dropping for this month here. Next on the list, I want to talk about an investment opportunity. Now, this investment opportunity is something that you really should think about jumping on if you're able to go out here and cop the shoe. And that shoe is the Question Mid Purple Toe, aka Grape Toe Iversons. Right now, if you go cop them, they're $130 on Reebok.com. It's excluded from all promotions and everything, so you got to pay the $130. Probably at the tax, you're looking around $140, $145, depending on where you stay at. And you probably really want to go cop those shoes, and I'll explain why in a second. These shoes, for one, if you like Iverson, then you wanna rock your favorite silhouettes. And the Question silhouette, Iverson's first signature shoe, is a great shoe to go out and cop. It's very comfortable. If you're balling in them, they keep you locked in. It's great cushioning around your ankle and gives you great arch support. And you'll look nice on the court while you out there balling. Even if you trash, you'll at least look like you about something out there. So go out and get those. But the main reason you want to go and get these are the Kobe PEs that Kobe wore back in 2003 during his sneaker free agency year. Story behind that is back when Kobe joined the league in '96, he got his sneaker endorsement by Adidas. Had the Crazy Eights and some great silhouettes while he was with Adidas. But around that championship year, that second championship year, they had, I could look it up, but you can go and check it out. The silhouette they gave him after his little Roadster that he had, modeled after his Roadster, or that it was inspired by, Kobe hated them shoes. This is really looked at as one of the worst shoes, worst basketball silhouettes ever. They're horrible. But that being said, Kobe wanted out. Kobe had to pay $8 million to get out of that contract. And on top of that, another stipulation was he could not sign with another shoe company for a whole year. So when he did that, he went on his sneaker free agency run. He wore Jordans, he wore Reeboks, he wore Nike, he wore everything. And during that time, when he was in his free agency, he got a custom PE from Reebok, and that custom PE looked like this. The only difference was instead of the 3, he had an 8 down here for his number 8. You want to go get these shoes because you'll be paying $130, $145. And that's here on the Reebok app. But if you go and you check Flight Club for sizes 7 in men's, if you pay $140 for them, you can resell them brand new for $258. If you wear size 8, you can resell them for $2,236. Size 8.5, $1,500. Size 9, $2,336 again. Size 9.5, $1,553. Size 10, same, 10.5, $2,636. Size 11, which is crazy, is only for $258, which is wild because size 11 is a pretty normal size for shoes as well. But my size 11 and up, you're paying $2,236 resale if you can't get them before they go out of stock on the Reebok app. So that's Flight Club. We close out Flight Club and we go over to GOAT.com. It's the same thing across the board. $1,500 for the lower sizes and then $2,336 for the higher sizes. You go to StockX, which I don't buy shoes from StockX. They have plummeted in stock because they've been selling unauthentic shoes for the longest, especially with Jordans. StockX is one left and 11.5. You pay $205 and you can get them. You know, it's a little $65 upcharge. But that's going to change, I'm sure, once this shoe is done manufacturing and is sold out on the Reebok app. But that is the investment shoe that if you want to get into sneaker collecting and resale, this would be a good shoe for you to go and do that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get further in depth with the shoe. Now, Allan Iverson is my favorite basketball player. He's up there. If I was to do GOAT status, it would be Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and then LeBron James. And I know you're looking at me like, Tim Duncan? Yes, Tim Duncan is like up there. Bill Russell is self-explanatory. 11 rings, player coach. During a time for black people, it was a hard time, and he still prevailed as a black athlete. And he was out here trying to get social change with Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, them. So that's why Bill Russell will always be the greatest, right there. Then, of course, in the modern era, you got Michael Jordan, self-explanatory why he's the GOAT. I put Kobe right under him because he's the best thing next to Jordan that we have seen. And then I put Tim Duncan because Mr. Fundamentals cannot be stopped. In Duncan's prime, we know what he did. He should have had 6 rings, but, you know, that Ray Allen corner 3 stopped them. And then the missed free throws by Kawhi and Ginobili in the finals, I believe, in 2013 or 2014 stopped them from getting that ring, but they got their get back the next year. But Iverson, though, Iverson is that man. Like, if Kobe never stopped Iverson, if Kobe and Shaq never stopped Iverson in 2001, he would have had the hands down most perfect season for a player ever. And that's saying something for a guy that's no taller than 6'1". He's 6 foot without 5'12", 5'11". You know what I'm saying? Pound for pound, the greatest basketball player that we have ever seen, the heart of a lion. And that's why he's my favorite player, because I'm not 6 feet tall. I looked up to him because I was a short baller with handles. So that's why he'll forever be my favorite basketball player. And I put him up there in the GOAT category, even though he never won a chip. And with that being said, his first signature shoe silhouette, the Questions, this silhouette is unmatched. Like, I mean, for a rookie to come in with a shoe like this, Iverson was everything to my generation. I'm 32, you know what I'm saying? So for a 90s kid, I grew up and I seen Jordan ball and whatnot, but I caught it at the tail end, you know, conscious kick in and you really know what's going on. You know, Jordan retired in 98. I turned 7 in December of 98, so I barely caught it. But Iverson got drafted in 1996, and I was able to watch his whole career all the way from start to finish. And Iverson spoke not only for, you know, the professional athlete and somebody who carried themselves well, but he also spoke for the streets. He spoke for fashion, urban apparel. He first with tattoos, cornrows. He was culture. He was black culture. And this shoe helped him get up to that top spot on why we love him so much. Now, this PE is the Kobe PE minus the 8 on the back. And I say this is the first variation of the Kobe PE for this shoe. And I say the first variation, version 1, for the simple fact that it's just small differences from the ones that Kobe wore on foot when he played during his sneaker free agency in 2003. Main one being, it's no 8 back here, it's the 3. If they re-release this shoe, I'm pretty sure they're going to give it the full Kobe treatment and then add that 8 on the back. And then that'll be the hands down official Kobe PE for the Question Mid Grape Toes. Now what we got here is we got an all white silhouette with a nutbuck suede toe, and then a nutbuck suede heel upper with the Q Reebok symbol that is synonymous with the Questions and Reebok. We also got the hex. We got the hex bubbles with purple on the inside with the white overlay for the honeycomb. It's a great little detail, you know, attention to detail. And then we got the Lakers colors here with the Reebok emblem on both sides. And then in the back, we got the Laker gold with the purple around it with the white inside the Q Reebok logo, and as well on the tongue. And then here we got that jersey mesh type material from the tongue, coming from the toe all the way up to the upper tongue. It's premium leather, feels real good. It's soft, it's not hard, so that means it's not gonna dig in your feet and hurt you when you're wearing them, whether you rocking them or you balling in them. It's gonna be a great fit for you. And then we also have Reebok signature with the questions. Reebok going down the side, real nice and smooth for the lacing system. And you know, with that, it's always some premium nylon under there with Reebok on it. And then you got the plastic overlay over top of it to protect it, you know, keep it, you know, looking good for a long amount of time. And then on the reverse side, being the inside of the shoe, the outside, it shows Reebok, so people can see Reebok on the outside, but on the inside that would face you, it just has the Reebok symbol. Also with this shoe, of course, you know, you're getting the number 3 in the back for Iverson's number. And on the bottom sole, we got this nice translucent purple with the hex bubble right there in the heel. And unlike the first Kobe PE, because there is another Kobe PE, which is the yellow toe or the gold toe, and it's another PE that Kobe wore back during his sneaker free agency, where it's yellow on the toe and then yellow back here with yellow accents, and then the yellow translucent bottom sole. But what they did with that translucent bottom sole for that PE is they had Reebok and then the Reebok sign in purple. It was yellow completely on the bottom sole except for the Reebok and then the Reebok emblem. They didn't do that with this one. It doesn't take away from it. To me personally, it doesn't take away from it, but you know, it would have been nice to have that, you know, just for a little bit of symmetry, and so it can, you know, keep the aesthetic going with Kobe's PE. But still, great shoe, great material. You won't slip if you're on a clean court with these, and if you're playing street ball in them, you know, you really gonna be locked down. And the insole is a, you know, nice little pad. Me personally, if I was to ball in these, I would put my own personal insole in just for extra comfortability. Cause you know, this is just regular material. There's nothing too much premium about that, but it'll still do the trick for whatever you're trying to do with this shoe. And you want to be careful pulling this out because you don't want to rip up anything on the internal side of your shoe. You want to keep that thing pristine, especially if you're buying this for your first investment into the sneaker community. Just a little story. Like I said, Iverson's my favorite player. I was rooting for him in the finals back in 2001 going against the Lakers, especially when they stole game 1 and the Lakers home. But, you know, Kobe them came back and gave him a gentleman's sweep, you know, 4 straight games after that. And it was tough. I hated Kobe for that, you know, but I learned to respect Kobe later on, you know, in life. Back in 2008 to the 2010 basketball seasons when he went up against Boston, and I seen how hard he tried, and you know, you couldn't defeat that big 3 when they first got together. And that's when the big 3, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen got their first ring with Boston, putting Boston back up there in the upper echelon where they was used to being back in the 80s. So, you know, after that, after Kobe lost to them, you know, I really respected the man. And I realized that him and Iverson was good friends. It's just, you know, when you an athlete, whether you're on that gridiron or you're on that hardwood, yeah, we can be buddy-buddy off the court. But when we're on the court, we're adversaries, we enemies. You know, we both got our own goal, and the common goal that we trying to get is a dub, a victory, and be champions. So that being said, you know, Iverson's my favorite player. Kobe's one of my favorite players. Got him in the GOAT tier in my listing. And so to have my favorite player silhouette with one of my GOAT players, PE, custom PE for the shoe. It's amazing. Like, true sneakerheads will go out and get this without even having to know like all the history. And if you know the history, it's even more of a purchase you need to go out here and get, because it's a great shoe. All premium materials. The box it comes in is a traditional question Reebok logo with Iverson's signature right there. You have the old school feel where the complete lid pops off, and then you got that premium boxing with the Q Reebok logo on a translucent paper. And this, like I said, is a great shoe for sneakerheads trying to get into the game. Oh, this right here. Oh yeah, that's just a mint condition, mint 10, Radical Recruits Iverson rookie card. Just had to bring that thing out here since, you know, Iverson my favorite player, and this gonna be worth some money one day too. Might pass this down to my young one when I have one. But it's a great shoe to go out and get. And this happens to be our sneaker of the week, or the sneaker of this episode, you know. I can't say enough about, you know, the Iverson shoes. As far as it go, I have purchased in my adult years probably 7 or 8 pair of Iversons at this point. I had the fluid blues lows. I gave those away. I had the street slaves. I gave those away. I have the draft days in the closet. Those are nice. I have the Dallas Cowboy colorways, aka the Georgetown 2s. I got those, but I ball in those. Then I have the purple toe and a couple other pair in the closet, and I'll bring those out one day when I just go over my sneaker collection eventually. But yeah, man, if you're looking to invest and start your collection as a sneaker investor, buying shoes wholesale and then selling them once the market shows a great increase to where you can turn a profit from them, this is a great shoe to go ahead and start out with. You can, like I said, still get it. It's fully stocked all the way up to size 11.5, and then it skips 11.5 and jumps to 15 on the Reebok app, and you can get it, like I said, for $130, around about $145 after taxes and shipping, depending on where you stay. And once these things are done, the only way you're gonna get them is you're gonna be paying $2,200 for them. So it's a great investment to go ahead and hop out there and get into the sneaker collecting world for investment purposes. If you're just a sneaker connoisseur and you're trying to get your fashion game up and put that on, this is also a great shoe. This purple, it just looks so good in the light. Like, I got the room light on. It's a warm light, and then I have the ring light right here with white light on. This is how it looks with all warm light. That purple still stands out, even with the warm light. And then we throw back on the white light. Still no changes, baby. Still no changes. Still look good. Still a head turner. And I don't know about y'all, as a sneakerhead, if you want to call me that, as a sneakerhead, there's no greater feeling than stepping outside with a pair of shoes that you really rock with, and then somebody looks at you and be like, "Oh, where you get those at?" Or, "Dang, you got those? Like, man, nice shoes." Like, that feeling, it makes you feel like you in the mix, you within the culture, you know what's going on. And these definitely will get you that seal of approval with other sneakerheads or other people that just realize and, you know, take pride in what the sneaker community is. So this has been the first episode of, I don't know what to call this one, to be honest with you. I guess it's just a straight up episode of I don't know. I'll figure out the name on what to call this segment, but I told you about the new releases coming up in the sneaker app. I told you about a great investment opportunity being the Question Mids, Purple Toe, Grape Toe. And I also gave you a little bit of history about the Reebok Question Mid, Purple Toe, Grape Toe, and why I love them so much. And I also showed you a little something right there with that Iverson rookie card, baby. It's been nice chatting with you and putting you up on a little bit of game. It's your boy, Dino, and this has been Kicks and Streams. God bless. Stay dangerous. Stay safe. Until next time, I'll holla.